If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Elle, and today we're going to go through some home exercises. Keep nice and tight, squeeze everything in. Hey everyone, what's crack-a-lacking? Today we're going to go through some exercises you can do at home because most of you are going to be in self-isolation. So what we're going to use today is a suspension trainer if you have one, mostly known as a TRX, that's the most known brand. So we're going to use one of those, a few bodyweight exercises as well in case you don't have any equipment. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Firstly, a full disclaimer before we start: if you have any medical conditions, you have any current injuries or previous injuries, then I highly advise you consult a medical professional before starting. Just going to get that out in the air. Okay, the first exercise is a row using the suspension trainer. You would lean back, keeping everything nice and tight, and by that I mean just don't go all floppy, like hunched over like this or arching your back, because that would be really bad. Not only would you strain your back, you'll probably injure yourself quite badly. With a suspension trainer, for this exercise anyway, the more upright you're standing, the easier the exercise would be. The further away you are from your feet, the harder the exercise would be. So if you're more like this, parallel to the ground, then it's going to be a lot harder because you're going to pull your body weight up and gravity is going to be against you. What I'll do is I'll do a quick demo for you here. So you're going to row back. You're going to use your biceps and most of your back muscles. Let's not get more complex than that. Let's keep it super simple. So we're going to row, use your back and your biceps mostly. Okay, moving on to the second exercise. The second exercise is a bicep curl, again using the suspension trainer. I actually didn't know you could do this exercise. I don't know how, I've never come across it until I went to the Philippines and trained at Phenom Athletics. So big shout out to them where I learned this exercise. I'll do a quick demo for you here. You're going to do a bicep curl. You're going to keep your arms a lot higher up rather than the row, which is about chest level. So this is going to be elbows up around here in terms of height. It's the best way to describe it whilst you can't physically be here for me to show you. So arms up here and you're going to curl. So you're going to extend the arms and then pull your body weight in. And clearly what that uses is your biceps, you're using your arms. Moving on to the third exercise. So this one is the tricep extension. So you just train the biceps, so you're going to train the triceps, the back of your arms, okay? Also known as bingo wings. That's what people call it as you get older. That's one of the strange terms. If you know what it's called, bingo wings, then drop me a comment in the comment section below. I'll be interested to hear why. So we're going to train triceps. So for this one here, again, you're going to stay fairly upright because it's quite a tough exercise. Again, the further away you are from your feet, the harder the exercise would be. So if you want to make it tougher, then shuffle your feet out a little bit. So for this one, you're again going to bend at the elbows here, but you're going to extend out and then you're going to bring the arms back in. So that's going to put a lot of pressure in the back of your arms, your triceps, and you're really going to feel it there. The suspension trainer is a very versatile piece of equipment, so you can cover a lot of body parts with just a suspension trainer. You can find it normally at your local sports shop or online, Amazon, eBay. You can find it on there. With the coronavirus going around, people have increased their prices so much. The prices have inflated. They're just taking advantage of that. But if you're willing to look around, you'll probably find a good price. I got mine from Decathlon here in the UK. It was about $14.99, so not too bad of a price. You can combine a lot of these exercises together. For example, the bent over row and the bicep curl. You can go from a bicep curl straight into a bent over row. I'll show you a clip of me doing that here. Because you train back, I also suggest you train chest. So you can actually do a press up almost. It doesn't have to be in the same day, but you can do a press on the suspension trainer. So you get in almost a press up position. Again, if you want to make it easier, you stand more upright, feet away. If you want to make it harder, you know the drill. And you do the press up pretty much and then push away. Squeeze your tummy in, use your ab muscles as well. Take advantage of that. You can actually do some ab exercises using the suspension trainer. You would set the suspension trainer a lot lower and you'll pop your feet on the handles. If they have fabric handles, then pop your feet in there. You'll get into a plank position on your hands and then you bring your knees in and then push your knees out. This will create a crunch movement and it'll be a lot harder because you're holding a lot of your body up. If you haven't nailed the plank yet, then I suggest start that first before you progress onto these ab exercises. Go on your elbows, get your back nice and flat, and make sure your hips don't drop. So basically there's no arch in your back when you're doing the plank position. Practice that every now and again. If you're exercising regularly, then maybe put this at the end of your exercises and try and hold the plank for as long as you can, holding that good technique and perfect form. That's one ab exercise you can do. The second variation would be this. And another variation would be mountain climbers using the suspension trainer. A lot harder than if you were to do it on the floor, and I will show you what I mean here. You may feel it in your shoulders, may feel it in your arms, especially if you've done some exercises prior to that exercise, but that is completely normal. Most important thing is to keep that back nice and flat. Make sure your hips don't drop. I do want to mention here now that it is important to warm up and do your stretches. So spend at least 5 minutes warming up, good 5 minutes doing stretches, dynamic stretches, so keep them moving, nothing like static stretches because your body will think it's cooling down. It's not really efficient for the muscles anyway because it won't really warm up your muscles as good. So keep them dynamic, so moving stretches is the best way to describe it. And for a cool down, spend 5 minutes cooling down, 5 minutes with your static stretching. If you got this far in the video, I want to say thank you so much for watching this far. If you're new and you haven't subscribed yet and you like my content, feel free to click subscribe, keep up with my content. And I want to say thank you so much for everyone supporting me so far. I've hit 70 subscribers, which is amazing. And it always means a lot when I see your lovely comments in the comment section below. So thank you so much. If you like this video, you know what to do, give it a thumbs up. Now that I've said all my thanks, let's move on to the bodyweight exercises. Okay, this first exercise is the only exercise to make me go, hell nah. If I put it in my own routine, if I see it on a class timetable, anytime I do this exercise, I'm like, here we go again. This one is jumping lunges. If you have anything like a knee injury or you're recovering from ACL damage, then I suggest you probably don't do this exercise. If you are a beginner or you're new to any training, then you might want to start with regular lunges. So instead of jumping lunges, you would step back. That will create better balance for you, and do a lunge that way and then alternate to the other leg. If your balance is quite good, you can then move on to a forward lunge. So instead of stepping back, you would step forward and then alternate, so onto the other leg, and you just continue alternating. If you've had that nailed, then head straight for the jumping lunges. This exercise uses pretty much all of your lower body, actually including your abs as well, because you need to keep that balance. But if you want to go in technical detail, your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads. So bum, front of legs, back of legs. Your second bodyweight exercise is a jumping jack. Seems simple, but do them quick. Get as many reps as you can in like 30 seconds or a minute if you're doing a long interval. Get your arms all the way up though. Use those arms and get as many repetitions in as you can. We don't know, reps means repetitions. Some people wonder what the difference is between a jumping jack and a star jump. There is a difference. Star jump, your feet don't touch the floor. They come off the ground and then you come back down to jump up again. It's hard to explain. You do a star position and then your feet come back in. They don't touch the floor twice, basically. A progression from a jumping jack. When I say progression, it's a harder version of that exercise that will probably challenge you that little bit more. A power jack is the next exercise. So you go down into a squat position, jump up like a jumping jack, and then you repeat. Watch my knee placement when I go into this exercise. This exercise is a serious leg burner. What you're looking out for is that your knee position is in the correct position. So the more fatigued you get, the more your knees would want to go in and create some inversion there. You want to make sure that they're not doing that. The more fatigued you get, the more that your form would want to fall out of its correct position. A few bonus exercises for you. If you have a pull-up bar that you can hook onto your door, you'll be able to do this exercise. The first one is an underarm grip pull-up. So you're going to use mostly your biceps and your back more so than your biceps, but that's what the underhand grip will incorporate. So pull yourself up and then bring yourself back down. Simple as that really, right? Your next exercise is a hanging leg raise with your knees bent to make it a little bit easier for you. If you want to progress and make it harder, then extend the legs so your legs are straight. Bring your knees up and then back down. You can crunch into the middle and back down and then up to the other side. Or you can just do your obliques and work on the side of your muscles here, side of your ab muscles, and go from one side to the other, opposites. Okay, that concludes today's video. Exercises with L that you can do at home. So you would set the suspension train up, do some ab exercises using. Thanks again for watching. Stay indoors, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.